Hi guys, I'm Jay. Today I'll talk about real estate investment in Japan. Maybe someone said to you real estate investment in Japan is good or bad. It's profitable or stable. On this video, I'll explain how it is from inside Japan. So let's get started. Let's start from this question. What's the good point of real estate in Japan? I guess there are three good points. A. Stable asset. B. Any foreigners can own land and building. And C. Inheritable to your family and children. So you can give the ownership to your children. As A. Stable asset, Japanese real estate value stays stable. It won't be crazy good. In other words, it won't be crazy bad. So it's stable. As B. Any foreigners can own land and building. And for foreigners to buy real estate, to own real estate, you don't need any visa. And the ownership of the land has the same rights as Japanese. As C. Inheritable to your family and children. So you have options. You can sell it or you can give to your children. Second question is it profitable? My answer is yes. If you choose a good property, it's profitable. But it's not good for capital gain. It's good for income gain or recurring income. In other words, Japanese real estate is not good for buy and sell or getting quick money. And some people ask me, how about the risk of shrinking population? Japanese population is decreasing. My answer is no worries. The number of people living alone is increasing. So the demand for renting is growing. So buying a house and rent it out to someone is profitable. The third question is how much do you need to invest? Of course, it depends how much you want or how much money you want to invest. The ideal budget is 300,000 USD or more. Then you have a lot of options. It means 1 million yen. It's kinda cheap to buy. There are not so many options, but it's available from 1 million yen. And I've made a video of example of properties you can buy. Please check it if you're interested in it. Before starting the subject, let me introduce Loki Japan. My name is Jade and I'm running some business like hotel, real estate renting, and supporting foreigners investment. And as Loki Japan, this channel, I upload many practical and informative videos. So please subscribe to it and let's keep in touch. And I prepared the business contact form on the comment box, so just check it if you have a request of business. Anyways, I have experience and knowledge in real estate industry, so let's move on. I'll explain types and the method of real estate investment in Japan. There are many types of real estate like residential or commercial or industrial and land development. You can choose any type of real estate, but I suggest you to start with residential or commercial because there are lots of options, and I started my real estate career from hotel because it's profitable. Of course, you can start with any types. It depends on what you like or what you want. About the method, there are three methods: buy and rent out, or buy and sell, fix and flip. And the third one is buy real estate and crash the building and rebuild. It's good with big budget. But in general, the best way of investment in Japan is buy and rent out because Japanese real estate values stay stable and it's profitable in long term. Before starting your investment, I wanna ask your goal. What is your goal? Why you're interested in Japanese real estate? You want stable income, and maybe you already have real estate in other country, so you wanna do risk diversifications. And Japan is preparing a casino all over Japan, so you are aiming for the opportunity of casino impact. I think it's smart. It's great opportunity to start real estate investment, cause more tourists will visit Japan. Or you're just looking for an excuse to come to Japan. If you buy real estate in Japan, you have reason to come to Japan anytime, right? I asked your goal because you need it to make your plan of investment in Japan. So you need to consider how you will achieve your goal. You might want to know what kind of properties are available in Japan and how much it is. I've prepared an example of properties like this. This is just one example, like a whole apartment in Tokyo. The price is 748,000 USD. It's in Tokyo, so it's relatively expensive. But I have other examples on other videos, just check it. Let me explain flow of investment. The flow depends on what kind of project you are having. At first, you have to research and plan. As the next, you have to find properties. For example, let's say you're looking for a house, you have to ask some real estate agent and you give your request. Like you want a parking lot and 2 floors, how big it is. So real estate agent will give you like 5 options or 10 options. You check it and you find the properties. And the negotiation, you have to negotiate with seller of the house, how much it is, or can you make a discount, and purchasing deal, and you starting your business. Maybe you're gonna open a shared house or vacation house or just renting out. The next page is about practical tips. Let's start from when you are doing research and plan. A foreigner asked me like, I've never been to Hokkaido, but I've heard Hokkaido real estate is good because lots of foreigners is going there. And I said, go and see the area firsthand. Because we don't know you like that area or not, and there are lots of area in Hokkaido, like Niseko ski resort area or main area Sapporo or Hakodate. There's tons of area, so you should go and see the area and what it is like and what kind of people living there. The best way to know the area is asking someone. So you just contact to a local real estate agent or just ask someone in Starbucks, like asking how long are you living here. I guess this is the best way to do research and plan if you have time. Every city in Japan has pros and cons, so you have to just visit there. And the next tips about finding properties. This is the most important part of real estate investment. Japanese real estate industry is very old, outdated. Lots of real estate owners don't know how to use smartphone, PC, because they are old. So if you want to find good real estate information, it comes by people, not by internet. So you need to do networking game to find good properties. And the information on internet is available for anyone. If it's good properties, someone will buy it just 1 second, boom. So information on internet is obviously old, and obviously it means no one buy it. So you have to do networking. So you have to find a good real estate agent who knows your request or who has information. I said renting out is good options, but other options could be better, like hotel or vacation house, or share house, retirement home, rental space. It could be a good options, better option than just renting out. Japan has lots of older people, so we need more retirement home, and many tourists are coming to Japan, so we need a lot of good hotel. Japanese economy is going down, and lots of younger people cannot afford the private house, so people are living in shared house. If you make clean and nice shared house, it'll be popular. And I'm running hotel and shared house as well, and it's good profit wise, maybe 2 or 3 times than normal renting out. So my advice is consider options besides renting out. Of course, there are some conditions to make retirement home or hotel, like the room have to have this size of window and you have to have emergency staircase, like that. But it could be a good option. By the way, I have newsletter of real estate in Japan. I provide fresh and exclusive info from Japan, information related to property you can buy or you can rent. So you can study investment and business of real estate in Japan. I will put the link on the comment box. It's easy to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to it. The next page is about financial matters. Let's talk about tax. 3 types of tax come with holding properties. You have to pay property tax annually. It's 1.4% of real estate value, and the city planning tax, it's 0.3%, and the income tax. And of course you have to save tax. Find a tax accountant who's good at tax saving. For example, insurance and maintenance costs can be recorded as expense, so you can save tax. The tax system is too complicated, so it would take too long to explain everything here, so I'll stop now. But after you bought a good property and finding a tenant, it will be tax game. You have to minimize your tax. The next topic is loan. Of course, the best way to buy property is without a loan. You can pay for it from your fat pocket, or if you have a connection with rich people, I suggest you to use that connections. But if you want to get loan, the good thing of Japanese loan is low interest. However, in general, it's difficult for foreigner to apply Japanese loan. That's because Japanese bank operate according to old practice. They are living in a dinosaur age. I'm serious, I'm not kidding. Of course, if you can make a good connection with bank, or if you use the government program to support new business, it's not impossible to get a loan, even for foreigners. To get a loan, you have to prepare your money, of course. It depends on the program and the interest. You can get 2 or 3 times the amount you own. If you are lucky, maybe you can get 5 or 10 times of your money. And maybe this is funny, Japanese banks thinks your track record is most important. So if you get a loan once, the second time is very easy. They don't hate foreigners, they just hate strangers. And maybe you wonder how much is the commission for buying. It's not fixed price. It depends on the project. It depends on the real estate. But newly built property costs basically 3 to 7% of the property price. Second-hand property, used property costs 6 to 10%. As inside items, it has agency fee or registration and license tax and the fire insurance, real estate transaction tax. I know it sounds complicated, but it's a rule. I didn't make it. The next page is license and visa. Generally, no license and no visa needed if you want to buy a property. If you want to do agency business, you need a license. The name is Takken. It's too complicated to apply for the license for foreigners, so hire a person who has Takken license, or just find a partner company which has a license. Then you can start the agency business. And about the visa, if you want to stay more than 3 months in Japan, you have to get visa, and the best visa is business manager visa. I prepared a video about business manager visa, so just check it if you're interested in it. And I know it's being a long video. Thank you for watching. And I've prepared the troubles of real estate investment, but it's long, so I put it as bonus track as a last. You can study what kind of trouble happen in real estate investment in Japan. Real estate tour is available as service of Loki Japan. So I'll arrange private preview tour only for you. As an area, anywhere is okay. I'm familiar with Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe area, and Hokkaido, but other places are okay too. So I'll explain what I provide, what the service is. At first, I'll hear your request. So let's say you want to buy an apartment in Tokyo and you need a parking lot and a 10 minutes walk distance from train station, and you want spacious apartment, more than 50 square meter. And I'll do research and pick up some properties, then show you 5 or 10 properties. What do you think about this one? This one is 5 million yen and this size, and this is 8 million yen close to the station, and this is 10 million, 11 million yen, like that. And you can decide what property you want to check. Then let's take the tour. I'll show you the property and the town with a local real estate agent, and you can check 3 or 5 properties a day. If you want more, let's get more. And I'll be your interpreter. I'll translate English, Japanese, so you can clash that big Japanese language barrier. And the key points of the tour service, you can save time and effort to find the best properties, and you can get direct support from me. And I'm doing business in real estate and the hotel industry, so I'm familiar with the industry, and I'm supporting you from a neutral standpoint. I'm not ripping you off, and I'm not forcing you to buy some properties. I'm not selling the properties, so I'm just doing tour service. And I speak Japanese, so I can get exclusive local info, so I provide good info for you. And visa and general business knowledge is available from me, and the tour only is okay. You don't need to buy a property after the tour, just market research is okay. And this is frequent asked questions. Number 1 is who can take it. Anyone is okay. People who live in Japan or tourists, anyone is okay. If you want to make a business trip to Japan, I can provide the invitation letter for the visa. In this moment, the pandemic situation is not stable, but we can try. I think it's gonna work. And the 2 or 3 people can take the tour as a one time. So you can ask your friend, then you can have the tour. And some people ask me, where should I start to invest? My answer is, of course, it depends. You like Hokkaido, or you like Okinawa, or you like Kyoto? It depends on what you like, what you want to do. But I suggest you to start with Tokyo or Osaka area, because there's lots of people living, and the liquidity of real estate is good, because a lot of people want to buy it and sell it. So Yokohama, Chiba, Tokyo area, or Kyoto, Kobe, Osaka area is good. And how much is it and details? And I prepare the price and the detail on the comment box. Just check it and contact me. And about Loki Japan, I prepared the business contact form on the comment box. Send me an inquiry. Tours or just consulting are available. And about Loki Japan, I make a lot of practical and informative video from Japan, so just subscribe to it. And I'm waiting for your comment and like. Just question and simple feedback is just give me a comment. OK、それじゃあお疲れ様でした。ありがとうございます。じゃあね。See ya! The next topic is troubleshooting. There are lots of trouble happen in real estate investment. For example, troubles related to properties is like Japan has lots of rules like building coverage rate. Japanese name is Kenpeiritsu. If you buy the small house and you crash it, and do you think you can build 100 floors building? Of course not. There is a building coverage rate. Maybe it says 300% for the hotel, so you can build 3 floors. Of course, if you buy a big land in front of big road, and you can build a big and high building. And there are some troubles related to permits for business. If you buy this building and if you want to do hotel, and if you want to open hotel, there's some condition. You have to prepare an emergency staircase, and your hallway must be this big. So you have to make it clear before buying. And this is classic troubles, boundary line problems. So real estate agents say this is the boundary, but your neighbor think this is the boundary. So this is a gray zone. It's troublesome. So you have to make it clear where the boundary is for you and for neighbor. And you have to check equipment conditions. You believe that real estate you are buying, every electric equipment is okay. But it turned out that circuit breaker is super old and you have to replace it and it costs a lot. So you have to check equipment conditions. And maybe this is unique problem of Japan, illegal constructions. Back in the like 40 years or 50 years ago, the rule of construction are not that strict. So you can have like 2 floors house and you can build 3rd floor by your own. It's technically illegal, but no one cares. But now recently it could be a problem. It's dangerous for earthquake, so you have to check it's legal or illegal. And this is just a small part of trouble of properties. And when you are buying properties, of course some trouble could happen. I hope there's no troubles for you, but sometimes it happens. You believe your loan will be approved soon, but the bank might not approve your loan. And be careful, bad agent. Some real estate agents rip you off, and sometimes seller cut off the deal during discussion. So you did the inspection and you prepare the money, but the seller say suddenly, no, I don't want to sell it. It happens. And after you bought the real estate, the most common problem is finding tenants at expected price or not. So maybe your expected price is too expensive, or the picture is not good, or the real estate agent who are looking for tenants isn't good. So you have to deal with the troubles. Maybe I put too much troubles info, but it should be okay. No worries, it'll be alright. If you study up or just find a supporter, it'll be fine. Okay, that's it. This is long video. Thank you for watching.